One of the new UFO photos released in the National Archives corresponds exactly with a video that was released as part of a TV news piece. So let's talk about that and a lot more. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, yeah, check this out from Think Tank. UFO type found in the NASA Goddard folder of the National Archives gets corroborated with a video in the public domain. And of course, I've talked about the photos in the National Archives before. Nothing super exciting, but when you compare that photo, one of those photos, to this video, check it out. It is really cool. Here, I may have to look at. We'll see if there's any music.
William.
Look at that beautiful UFO. That is just a great capture. We're seeing it replayed, slow down and slow down more. %, speed. And is that noise coming from the craft itself? Sure looks like it. But yeah, look at it when it's edge on. It looks exactly like, excuse me, it looks exactly like John Bill's photo or videos. It looks exactly like that video, like that photo from the National Archives. Look at that. It really does. It's just a perfect saucer, but with a slightly distinct shape that really looks so much like that one from the National Archives. So a great capture from Think Tank. But getting back to John Bell, he's released this awesome compilation of what he calls flyovers, UFO flyovers. And it's over 5 minutes long, so I'm not going to play the whole thing, but here's a few of them. There's one right there. I think that was a plane up there. And then he's getting these UFOs that are just appearing all over. He's got so many great UFO sightings, and some of them are these flyovers. Some of them are big, beautiful orbs. Some of them are closer, and they actually make a noise. He's got a couple of them that I've shared with you that actually make a noise. Very interesting stuff, guys. He just gets so many of these of different types, and often, those ones that streak by will actually change direction. It's really, really great stuff. Great captures from John. Everybody should go check out his channel, Florida Real UFO, and of course I'll link to this video below. Meanwhile, a few days ago, this was dropped. Check it out. UAP Activity Pattern Study from 1945 to 75, Military in Public Activities. This paper reviews patterns of reported UAP in the United States associated with specific types of UAP activity and observed during the period 45 to 75. The 9 specific types of UAP activity reviewed were interactive flight, radical flight, electronic transmissions, interference with military weapon systems, intrusions at military installations, loitering. I love that. They're going to bust a UFO for loitering. Close approaches, observed occupants, and encounters with occupants. It's a very long paper. Here it is. I will just go over the conclusions. Okay, conclusions. The pattern analysis for UAP incidents in the military and public domains indicated a shift from high visibility daylight reports at a distance to nighttime close approaches to the observers. The focus of UAP activity shifted from the military to the public domain, including increases in close approaches, occupant observed, and occupant encounters. And I've read part of this paper, and the shift from military to public seems to have occurred in the 60s. I'm thinking that probably had to do with more military reporting and how they got more secretive. I don't think they stopped buzzing the military. For the interval April 1945 to 75, we find an early period with frequent daylight observations of multiple UAPs in controlled interactive flight, along with radical maneuvers such as instantaneous acceleration vertically from a hovering position, radar lock speeds exceeding 9,000 miles per hour, and 90-degree turns without changes in speed. Several reports documented military aircraft engaged UAP and transmitted IFF signals to attempt communications, and UAP responded with coded elements of IFF responses. They responded, guys. They responded. Despite coded electronic transmission by UAP, no confirmed communications were reported. Interesting. So they responded, but no confirmed communications were reported. I don't quite get that. Maybe you guys can explain that to me. UAPs loitering for extended periods in the immediate vicinity of the observers were found to have been observed primarily at night rather than in daylight. In comparison, military loitering incidents were reported more frequently in the period from 1949 to 59, while the public reporting loitering incidents became much more frequent during a short period from 66 to 67. Visible activities such as radical speeds, acceleration, and the maneuvering of multiple UAPs during interactive flight were more often noted in military reports. Reports of multiple objects in groups, primarily in daytime, peaked in 1952 and trended downwards in subsequent years. In 1957, close approaches to observers began to increase noticeably, trending upwards from 1961 to a peak in 66, followed by another wave between 69 and 75. So yeah, it's really fascinating stuff in this report, and of course I'll link to it below, and you can read it at your leisure, but it looks like there are some people interested in what UFOs are doing. Okay, now check out this great dragon capture sent to me by Robert Scheip, Turkish Airlines. Look at this, you can clearly see the dragon right there going behind the wing of the plane, clearly showing that it's not a bug or a bird. And here's another one. You can see this kind of interesting tumbling motion by the object. Hopefully my screen grabber doesn't cut that off. But yeah, there again. Okay, let's check it out. Here is the object, the dragon, going, and you can clearly see it has the wing-like structures. Here, let me go over that. You can clearly see the wing-like structures on this thing, whatever it is. Look at that. Look at that. Wing-like structures on both sides. Now, you know, those plasma jets, you know, obviously I'm sure those aren't wings, but something that vaguely looks like a wing and makes these things even harder to distinguish from birds and bugs. I'm wondering if that may be deliberate, if it's some sort of camouflage. But there you can clearly see it go behind this Turkish Airlines airliner. Obviously not a bird or a bug. So a great capture sent to me by Robert. Everybody should go check out his channel, Custodian Files. He, of course, has pioneered the research into this very intriguing subset of the UFO phenomenon. These dragon UFOs, he thought originally they were dragonflies. That's why he calls them dragons. Dragon you think of as something big, but these are something very small, although some of them it may be larger than they at first appear, maybe the size of a car or something. Some of them seem to legitimately be very small, just making a foot or two. But either way, it's a fascinating area of research that more and more people are taking up the call on, and more people are doing their own research into this really intriguing and very likely important area of UFO research. Meanwhile, check this out from John Stewart. This is awesome. He went to a recent wrestling event wearing a Cosmic Road t-shirt. I love it.
It's the Cosmic Road podcast, baby. Sponsoring the illustrious ones.
Love it. You go, John. You go. Meanwhile, from UAPcaucus.com, we have the UAP Origin Classification Systems. Interesting. A comprehensive taxonomy of theories exploring the nature and origins of UAP. The UAP Origin Classification System is a structured framework that organizes the wide array of hypotheses and theories proposed to explain the origins of UAP. This taxonomy categorizes theories into three primary domains: physical, psychosocial, and metaphysical, based on their fundamental nature. By providing a systematic overview of the diverse range of explanations, this classification system can aid researchers, enthusiasts, and the general public in navigating and understanding the complex landscape of UAP origin theories. Who is the UAPcaucus.com? A platform for community engagement on UAP policy. Very interesting. And it takes you through the various theories, the physical theories. These theories propose that UAPs have a physical, real-world explanation, such as ET spacecraft, advanced human-made technology, or natural phenomenon. Psychosocial, these theories suggest that UAP experiences are the result of individual or collective psychological processes, such as misperception, hallucinations, or social contagion. Or metaphysical, these theories propose that UAPs have origins beyond the realm of conventional scientific understanding, such as paranormal manifestations, occult practices, or alternate dimensions. The homepage of UAPcaucus.com says legislative initiatives, shaping the future of UAP policy. Explore community initiatives, cast your vote, be a part of the process. Call now. All right, guys, there you go. Meanwhile, check this out. This is a thread from Reddit talking about people who have met suspicious deaths associated with UFOs or the paranormal. Very intriguing. Here's a Don Elkins. And obviously this is just a partial list, but I thought I'd go over it with you because it's a very important subject. Don Elkins from the Law of One material. And of course, I hope y'all are familiar, at least glancingly, with the raw material. But yeah, Don Elkins, one of the authors here, met a suspicious death of suicide. Now, maybe it's a legit suicide. I certainly don't want to say that it was not. But you know, let's keep going down the list. William Cooper, from author of Beyond a Pale Horse, murdered. Phil Schneider, who talked about underground bases in New Mexico, murdered. Yeah, officially it was a suicide, but it seems highly unlikely that he could have committed that suicide. John Mack, abduction and contact researcher, hit by a car. I'm inclined to think that was just a genuine, unfortunate, and tragic accident. However, poor John Max died on the same day, all in England, all on the same day, by the same means, struck by vehicle after stepping off a sidewalk. So, what's going on there? And if this can be debunked, if this is a piece of disinformation that's being put out there, you know, please let me know if you've found some indication of that. Carla Turner from Masquerade of Angels and Taken died of cancer at 48. Dr. Fred Bill, electronic harassment research, sudden death 2 days after an interview. Mark McClandish, UFO whistleblower. Now, he's the guy who popularized the term ARV, suicide, and he had offered to testify. Mark Tawney's alien researcher died in his sleep at 34, right before publishing his book, The Crypto-Terrestrials. So yeah, very, very suspicious deaths, and of course there's a whole bunch of them. This is just a partial list. You know, what do you think? Are these genuine, or, you know, are these non-suspicious deaths? Are these people who died according to the official narrative, or something else? Let me know what you think. Last but not least, the monoliths are back.
Welcome back to ABC News Live. First, visitors are flocking to a new mystery monolith on the Welsh countryside. The 10-foot-tall silver monolith appeared with no footprints or tire tracks, and so far there's no clue as to how it got there. Lara Spencer has more.
Look on the top of the graph. It's the mysterious monolith that's the talk of one UK town.
Come up here most days. I've never seen this before. Always looks like a UFO just pointing something down.
This shiny silver spear atop a bluff in Wales, spotted by local Craig Muir, who says it seemingly appeared out of nowhere. Muir taking the video after spotting the thing, which he describes as a roughly 10-foot long, 1.5 wide metal structure. The mysterious monolith capturing the internet's attention, with many wondering if it came from outer space.
Well, maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I still lean toward more of a man-made explanation for the monoliths. I think that's just some fun people are having, but it is awfully intriguing that there's no footprints or tire tracks. So what do you guys think? Is this the beings leaving some sign that they're here and that they're interacting with us? You know, like some of the crop circles seem to be. Or is it more man-made? Let me know what you think about that and everything else covered today in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Smash the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, links below. Love to see you guys there. If you wanted to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug and a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Also, channel members frequently get to see videos hours ahead of everybody else. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.